Hey everyone, it's Angela Irene with Budget Reload and Aged Goodness. How are you today? So glad you're here. We have June's cash envelope stuffing. I can't believe it is almost halfway through the year. This is insanity how quickly it's all going. This time around, we have $1,375. We have our cash envelopes, our sinking funds, and we're ready to go. We're going to start things off with our cash envelopes. I just took them out of my wallet, a little easier to do. Let's find out what we have left from May. Okay, May was a little tough for us. Things are getting a little more on the expensive side. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so my first category is groceries. Our next category is gas. And we have health and beauty. We have our pets. This is my little emergency fund. This is for all the oddball things that sort of come up during the month. And eating out, which, we haven't gotten away from that yet. So we are working on it. I strive to one day not have a fund for that, but until that happens, yeah, we're probably still going to eat out. That's just kind of happens that way. All right, well, it looks like we have more money here than I thought. That's very nice. Right now, we live in Northern California, and gas is $4.05 a gallon. I paid $4 a gallon for milk, about died. Okay, and I talk about it almost every time, and you know what, gang? For my grocery envelope, I've taken $100 and I've made it into a $100 bill. It is so hard for me to break this bill, and all year long I have managed to do whatever I can to scrimp, save, creative menu planning, whatever, to keep this so we can pay it towards our debt. If you haven't tried this trick, give it a go. I mean, you just never know. What does it hurt, right? But it's harder to break 100 than it is a 20 all day long. All right, so we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 300. $305. Oh, that is so exciting. Okay, I had no idea I had that much left. That is fantastic. Anything we have left over in our cash envelopes goes towards our debt. So this money will be a payment made on our debt. All right, I'm going to go ahead and, since we have these out, let's go ahead and stuff our cash envelopes. All right, we are going to start with our cash envelopes, groceries, gas, health, pet supplies, miscellaneous, and eating out. This group here will be $1,020, and after that we will work on our sinking funds, and I am going to add a new one this time around. Our sinking funds are the little savings accounts, the little savings pockets that you have for things that you know about: birthdays, Christmas, holidays, specific emergency that you're looking at. For us, it's our water heater. It is dying quickly, so I'm doing what I can to put some money aside. And unfortunately, we're going to add a new one this time around. It's refrigerator. Our refrigerator is starting to make some weird noise, so I'm going to start putting a little bit of money away for that. I don't have a ton, so I'm going to put 40 extra for that one. But as soon as we're done saving for the water heater, I will roll that into the refrigerator. So and that is $355 for this group. So together, we're going to stuff $1,375. So let's get started with groceries. In my grocery budget, I have $400. And then, so we're going to start with my ever popular $100 bill. I'm not kidding, gang. If this is a trick to try, please try it. It works. And then I need 15 20s for $300. We have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, and that's $300 additional dollars. And I highly recommend meal planning. Don't leave everything up to chance. Besides this $100 trick, the next best thing you can do for groceries, meal planning. If you don't know how to cook, there are literally millions of videos on YouTube on how to cook anything. This is the area in most people's budget they have the most control. You have the most control over what you eat and what you spend. So that is a category that if you're really struggling with your budget, to look into. And meal prepping, you know, once you get in the habit of doing meal planning and meal prepping, you really will see a savings. So that is definitely number 2 tip here. Okay, gas for us, I am still going to leave it at $400. If you've been with us a while, you know, depending on how far this gas pricing goes again, we've had up to $1,200 a month in gas. So it's not pretty, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at $400. So we're going to start with 1720s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 200. 1, 2, 3, 5. That's 300. Okay, so this is going to be my 340. Then I'm going to use 20s. 350, 360, 370, 380, 85, 90, 95, and 400. I like to keep some little bills in here, so in case I don't have, you know, quite a full tank ready to go, but we know we're going to make a trip and we want to top off a little bit, I'd rather not break that 20. I'd rather go ahead and use the smaller bills. So this is the category I am probably going to have to increase, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, health and beauty. You know, these are, you know, kind of like toilet paper and nail polish, or, you know, anything along those lines. I try to put $100 away for that. Shampoo, you know, toothpaste, you know, anything like that. So I put $100 away for that. And I do break that out in my shopping trips. We basically have Walmart here in our tiny town, so I will have 2 different orders in my cart, and I will scan the first one and then I'll scan the other one. That way I can keep my categories separate. You know, I like to know what's going on. Pet supplies, I'm only putting in $10. I used to pay cash, but our local feed store has not been carrying our pet food that we like, so we have now gone to Chewy.com. I don't get paid anything to, you know, talk about Chewy.com, but for us it works. So that's part of my budget in here, and a little less in my cash envelopes, but I still put a little something in case we need a little something like cookies or, you know, something like that. Okay, miscellaneous, I always try to put together about $50 just in case. I mean, you just never know when all of a sudden you're somewhere and you know you need to get a bottle of water, or, you know, just anything out of the ordinary. And so I put 50, 20, 40, and 50 away for that. You know, anything that doesn't really fit in my main categories will come out of here. And then the dreaded eating out. Ugh, okay, so I put 20, 40, and $60, which isn't enough. We went to drive-through at a certain Golden Arch location, and for 3 of us to basically have some hamburgers and soda and french fries, it was over $40, and about died. So there you go. Okay, and eating out was $60. So these are my main cash envelopes. These are the ones that I take with me all the time to the stores. This is what I pay out of. And we're going to move on to our sinking funds. And moving on to our sinking funds, this group here will be $355. These envelopes are filled and then they're tucked away for, you know, the occasions I'm saving for. The very first one for us, in the biggest one here, is Christmas. This is going to be $120. This is definitely our biggest expense out of the budget in this category. Birthdays, we have 4 envelopes for that. Sorry, we have 5 envelopes for that. And we put away $45. So the first one is $10. This is for one of our daughters. The next one is $10. Our second daughter. And then we have my parents' birthday, and we're going to put together $10 for that one. Because there's 2 of them. And then my husband and myself, we usually do a little something for our birthdays. So that's $10 for there. And for my grandmother, who absolutely hates getting anything for her birthday, we put together $5. And at the end of the year, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but at the end of the year, that $5 you saved up is $60. And then we send her a nice bouquet of flowers. That way, it's not something she has to put away, she has to make room for, but she loves getting them. So that's usually what we do for, for her birthday. The next one would be anniversaries, and we have 2 that we celebrate. We celebrate my parents, and we celebrate ours. We're saving for a trip. We may or may not go, anywhere, but, So for my parents, we put together $5. And again, at the end of the year, that's $60, and we usually get their favorite goodies for a meal. They would like to make themselves, make it the way they want it. So that's what we put away for them. And for our anniversary, we put $10 away. And one of these days, we will go on a trip. I just don't know when that will be, but we keep hoping one day it'll happen. And the next thing is Mother's Day. I love this envelope. It is my favorite envelope. I love daisies. We put together $15. We'll put that aside. There's 15. And because we just had Mother's Day, this envelope is pretty empty. But that's why we save, right? Okay, and Father's Day, we put $10 aside. Okay. And my least favorite ever, the water heater. Gang, I just hope it lasts long enough for us to save. And we put away $75. We already know this expense is going to be right around $900. In fact, including labor, it's going to be a little over $900, but it is what it is. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, and 5. Ugh. And then when we have the $900 saved for this, I will roll this into our latest envelope, and then we will start saving for the refrigerator. I mean, everything is around the same age at this point, so it stands to reason everything's going to keel over all around the same time. Emergency, I put together 35. So we have 20, 30, 5. And this really is just a little emergency cash to have on hand for something bigger than my little, monthly cash will take care of. And our last one, our new one, and it almost looked like rain to me, like saving for a rainy day, is $40. So we'll start our savings adventure for the refrigerator. Altogether, that was $355 for our sinking funds. We stuffed $1,020 in our cash envelopes, so we had quite a nice little haul between these two. It's it's satisfying that you put cash away, that you know where it is, and you're planning for these things. It's a great feeling. If you don't have the cash system, give it a go for a month. Maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't. but if it does work for you, it may keep you on track for a budget. And speaking of on track, let's see how we did for our savings challenges. And the last piece of business would be the savings challenges. Okay, we are participating 2 a month. The very first one is the 52-week money challenge. This is the one that I put $25 away each Saturday. And at the end of the year, we should have $1,300. And we are up to $529, so I should have $550. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 45, and 50. So we're still on track here, thank goodness. Like I said, I put $25 a week away. This challenge, you can do anything that fits your budget. You can make it be $1 a week, $2 a week. The sliding scale of the original challenge was, each week was, $1 less. So, but unfortunately for us, down at the end of the year in, December, Christmas time, you were putting away a lot of money each week, and that didn't work for us. So I kind of split the difference, and 25 seems to be something I can manage. So that's what this one is. And we did for the month of May, Money Madness, and this was the challenge to take out $20 from each one of our cash envelopes, and I have 6 of them. Those are the ones I use for groceries and gas. So we should have 6 times 20, 120, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 15, and 20. All right, now here is what I think I'm going to do for June. I'm going to pull an envelope, and this is the time of year where our PG&E bill, because we're in Northern California and we have horrible, horrible summers, our PG&E bill is probably going to go between $450 and $600 depending on how bad the summer is. We just got done having like 5 straight days of 108. So this part of my budget takes a huge, huge hit. So I think for the savings challenge for June, if I can manage to save $10 out of each of my cash envelopes for like $60 savings, that is going to be a win-win. So I think we're going to work like crazy to make sure we can deposit the $25 a week here. And then for our June envelope, we're going to shoot for $60. And we're going to hope for the best. And if I can get anything else in there, a few scraggler dollars, I will. But I think that's what we're going to shoot for. But I really, really, really want to keep on track with this one. Okay, gang, that was our monthly cash envelope stuffing. I hope you guys are saving. I hope you're budgeting. And I hope everyone is safe and well. Until next time, we will see you soon. And everybody, take care.